Good morning. I'm Dr. Nikki, and I am organizing the Christian Dream Catchers organization. It's just a tiny thing that I started many, many years ago, and it's been very successful. This is for the rebuild of the house, and according to the laws, I can no longer put pictures of the faces of the children of the families unless I'm directly related to them. There is an extensive legal process we can go through to get permission, but they're not interested, and I don't have the cash to do that because all my money goes for the charity. So I'm going to show you the pictures and walk you through the disaster that happened, and I will be using the pause as I turn around. Okay, and right behind me again is my little wall of morning prayers and thoughts, things that I share. So I'm going to switch this. And now I have the pictures that I put on the internet. Okay. This is the valley that they're right at the edge of, where the unpredictable storm came right up into their home. Okay. This is what was left of their home: the ceiling, the rooms, and right here is where they would huddle underneath this one little piece of plywood to try to get out of the wind and the dust. And because this is where Ezekiel takes care of his family, the man that I'm going for the eye surgery for the lenses, had he not been on the program, they may never have been found. They could easily have died of exposure there without anybody knowing, because there's quite a distance between the little houses. And I was going to take pictures of the other houses, and again, I cannot do that based on Privacy Act. Now, they tore all of this down, and the only thing they asked for, the family, was they just thought maybe if we gave them another tarp, if it rained, they could at least stay dry. And when we asked them, you need so many things, and they said, but you've taught us that Jesus says we need to think of other people first, and so we don't want to be greedy. Well, that isn't how it's going to work, but bless their hearts, we've got new Christians because we do teach them these things, and apparently they're listening. Okay. This is the framing, and this is a volunteer contractor that actually helped put up a wall for a widow lady that I had to build a wall to protect the house from sliding, and at which time I also took every bit of the savings that we had, and we bought her house for her because the developers were going to kick her on the street with their children. Okay. Here are the framings that they put up. Okay. They're very strong framings, but because of the winds, the framing structure looks pretty, but it needs to be supported. And that's what our next phase of funding is for. And that's why I'm trying to get more funds from you when you look at my posts. So that's what I have to tell you. As it will turn into something very nice, not elaborate, and any parts of the wall that actually can be lowered to a minimum of like 10 feet, because these are like 12, 15 feet. They will be taking those pieces and using them as internal supports for the kitchen, for little shelves for them to put things on, etc. So